Um, so I really like the different frameworks. I always say Agile's not Scrum, Scrum is Agile. So, and it's just one of a particular framework. There are more than 50 Agile frameworks. That's a lot. So there, one thing that I want to stress is that there is no one size fits all. One of my pet peeves is when I go into an organization and I see that everybody's Scrum's great. I'm a huge Scrum fan, but it's not for everything. So it kind of bugs me when we're we're trying to convince folks to move away from the traditional way of doing things because it was so stuck in a box, but we're putting people in a box, right? So there is no one size fits all. There's the agile mindset, and there's all of these different frameworks that support being agile. So don't, every project is unique, every organization is unique. Don't force a particular framework on an organization or a project. And again, my biggest thing is nothing's fixed. So you try something, it don't work. Okay, time to move on to the next. Again, there's so many different frameworks, and I empower you guys, like I encourage you guys to go out there and and become familiar with these different frameworks that are offered, because again, there is no one size fits all. Um, and this kind of this kind of touches on the whole agile is for software development. It is not. It's used everywhere. Digital, healthcare, pharmaceutical. I'm working with manufacturing teams right now, which is pretty amazing. Finance, they use it, the frameworks are used in marketing. It's even used in construction, which is interesting. I've seen the frameworks used in retail. I use I use Kanban at home a lot. So you can use these frameworks at home. Uh, and the coolest thing is you can also use these frameworks at school. So that's why throughout this presentation, you heard me talk a lot about like balance. There's a balance between work and, organizations, or, your typical corporations, and then schools, because at some point these kids are going to enter the workforce. So when can we start working with them to help them have more of an agile mindset, and even using some of the frameworks, which kind of brings me to my close here. My personal mission. So I will share that I didn't have a very fruitful childhood. One day I was laying in the field across the street from our home, and I thought to myself, life has got to be better than this. I'm looking up at the sky and I'm thinking the world is bigger than this. There's just no way. I will not accept that this is life. And so I made a promise to myself that I was going to be my success, not anyone else's success, but my success, and that I would be able to learn and explore the world. The unfortunate thing was that I didn't have anyone there to tell me, hey, you can do this. I didn't have anyone to hold my hand and walk me. I had to learn that self-empowerment. I had to learn that to encourage myself. Um, and so with that, I made a promise to myself. I said, I can, I will, and I did. And I thought to myself, I'm going to make a positive difference in someone's life. That's my passion. I love working with people. And I knew this as a kid. But what I did not know was that my avenue for working with people was my introduction to Agile and learning how to embrace that mindset. So my mission is to take my knowledge and my experience of Agile and get involved with my communities. I want to start working with schools. Right now, I'm working on an initiative where I will start working with schools to implement Agile. It starts with the teachers because they have to lead by example. So I'll be working with teachers, and then I'll be working with students. And then my last goal is to be able to coach and mentor folks who want to have that mindset, who is ready to take that next step, not just um, from a professional perspective, but even looking at this from a personal growth. So that is my mission. And, that really concludes what I wanted to share with you guys today. And again, I want to thank you for um, allowing me to come here today and speak to you guys. And hopefully, you were able to learn a little bit more about what it truly means to be agile. Thank you guys.